Hi, welcome back. Today I am not bringing you an energy bite or bar recipe, something a little bit different. You will not need a food processor for today's recipe. Instead, we are breaking out our muffin tins. So if you watched my earlier videos, you know I'm a huge fan of the Run Fast, Eat Slow cookbooks. And last year, the authors of the Run Fast, Eat Slow cookbooks came out with this, the Run Fast, Eat Slow Runner's Meal Planner. It has some new recipes in it, grouped by season, so spring, summer, fall, winter. It also has a place where you can track your runs, some inspirational quotes, places to set goals. Just a really neat book. But anyway, in this book is the banana chocolate superhero muffin variation. So in the original cookbooks there was the superhero muffin, and then in the second cookbook there were 3 variations. The superhero muffin, all of which were amazing. And then in this book, now we have what I think is the best variation of all, the banana chocolate superhero muffin. It's my all-time favorite non-energy bite or bar recipe. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So what ingredients do we need today? First off, we need almond flour. I buy this from Aldi in the baking aisle. Next, we need old-fashioned oats. You can use quick cooking oats in a pinch. I also typically buy that at Aldi, but conditions being what they are right now, they were of course out of oatmeal, so I got this from Pick and Save. We will need walnuts. I get those from Aldi also. We will need semi-sweet chocolate chips. I like the mini chocolate chips because I'm gonna show you the mini muffins. You can use regular chocolate chips, but specifically for the mini muffins, I like the mini chocolate chips. Also, fine sea salt. They don't sell this at Aldi, but you can find it pretty much anywhere else. Honey. I love local honey, but again, conditions being what they are, don't have access to that at the moment. So this is from Aldi. It's fine. And some baking soda. Oh, and bananas. Ripe. Specifically ripe bananas. You will need 3 or 4 for this recipe. All right, so to get started, you are going to need 2 cups of your almond flour, 1.5 cups of your oats, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking salt, anywhere from 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, depending on how much you like your chocolate. This is actually a touch I added myself. It's not in the original recipe, but I love this recipe with a little bit of walnut in it. So I use about, again, 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts in this recipe. You're gonna put those things into a bowl, a mixing bowl, mix those up. Okay, then set that bowl to the side, and then depending on how big the bananas are, probably about 4. You need 1.5 cups of ripe mashed bananas. Make sure they're ripe. If they're not ripe, it just doesn't taste quite right. So good and squishy ripe bananas. Pick and Save often has very ripe bananas on their reduced for quick sale produce end cap. If you're not sure where that is, you know where the bananas are, there's an end cap and it has reduced for quick sale produce on there. Wonderful. Those apples, you can use those for homemade applesauce, really cheap. Same with the ripe bananas, you can usually find some there at a steal. So mash up your bananas. Then you are going to need 1/4 cup of honey. You're going to need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Not pictured here, but I think you know what unsalted butter is. What else? 3 eggs. 3 eggs. So mix up your eggs, your butter, your honey, your bananas, your mashed bananas. Mix all that together. Then pour those wet ingredients into your dry ingredients and stir. Now, this is important. Don't over stir. I'm an overstirrer myself. This is really hard for me. But if you overstir, your bread will turn out flat. So just give it a few stirs. Just enough to mix the ingredients together so you don't have oats hanging out in the bottom by themselves. Okay. Then you're good to go. It's as easy as that. Now, I like to make mini muffins in this gigantic pan here. This batch of batter will almost fill up this tin. You can either use little mini cupcake papers, or you can use cooking spray and just spray and do it that way. Personally, I like that way better. I started out making them with the mini cupcake papers. This is what the mini cupcake papers look like. But I really like these muffins for a quick snack in between classes. I'm a fitness instructor, small group trainer, and I'm often going from class to class to class, back to back. And, you know, anything that reduces the time that it takes to eat, you know, when you're trying to sneak a bite while participants are coming in, anything that reduces the time that it takes to eat is great for me. So I didn't like having to peel off the cupcake paper. So I actually prefer to make these in that mini muffin pan without the cupcake paper and just spray it. Also, it gives the edges that, you know, that kind of crispy edge crust, which is my favorite part. So anyway, either way, mini muffins, or you can make them the regular size. This is what it looks like. Just scoop it in just like that. Don't be afraid to fill it all the way up. This makes quite a bit, so you will be able to make a good number of muffins with this batter. So big or small, that's what it looks like. Then you're going to put it in the oven and cook it at 350. If you're making the mini muffins, they're done in 15 to 18 minutes. So keep a close eye on them. They get really fragrant when they're almost done, so you can tell. Otherwise, 20, 25 minutes. Just keep an eye on the bigger ones. That's it. You want to see what they look like when they're done? The big ones. These are fantastic for an on-the-go breakfast. Love these for an on-the-go breakfast. The banana sits really well with my stomach. I can eat that heading into a workout. It's great. The mini ones, like I mentioned, this is my absolute favorite snack to have on hand for back-to-back classes, or I'm also a student. I'm in school studying to be a registered dietitian. And when I'm running between those classes, this is great for a snack, a lunch. Just pack a few of these in a little snack size baggie, especially see how it doesn't have the cupcake paper on it. So I can pop this in my mouth and eat it in about 10 seconds, and no one is ever the wiser. All right, enjoy, friends. See you next time.